Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix 2018. In this episode, we're going to work on some more Thaumcraft stuff. Finish up that brain in the jar and a few other things. Not the things you're seeing in this room right now, that's a preview of things to come. Let's get started. Alright, so I went ahead and built that golem and then decided not to use him because it's a little bit hard to have him pick up things along the fences. So I just went ahead and built a hopper hawk instead from Britannia. So let's go ahead and work on that brain in a jar instead. It's an infusion recipe requiring 25 Cognicio, 25 Exanimus, and 25 Sensus. I already had the Sensus, you get that from carrots. I got the Cognicio and Exanimus from zombie brains. And this recipe is infusing a jar. There's a bucket of water on one side, a brain on the other side, and then 2 spider eyes. And realizing I didn't bring the gauntlets. I did add some creeper heads over there. The instability is moderate. Hopefully that won't cause us too many problems. I've got some extra items, so let's see how it goes. Alright, want to keep my eye on the items. I see the bucket of water. See the brains. Spider eye. It's dangerously unstable, looking like it's okay so far. Oh, what was that? That was the bucket of water. Let's put that back on there. It was the brain, not the bucket of water. Should have realized that because the bucket was over there. Alright, so if you notice, it used a bit more Essentia when it had a lost item, which is what happens. It uses more Essentia, more bad effects happen. So you always want to have extra items to keep around, just in case you get some bad effects. And if you notice, I also said I got some warp, so you know that's the first step on the journey to the Eldritch tab, although I know that isn't complete in this version, so it will do nothing really. I don't know what warp will do for us. But there we go, brain in the jar. So let's go ahead and scan that. Alright. Now, all we have to do is set it up over here, and when the experience comes out, it will go in the jar, and we can shake the jar to get the experience back out. So there we go, a much more Thaumcraft setup for what we're trying to do over here with the charcoal farm. Alright, so there's been an update to Thaumcraft, and I'd like to try out a few more things from that mod. First of all, I don't know why we did this, because there's a Thaumcraft way to do that, which is, you know, I mean, I don't know if it's better, but it's, you know, more Thaumcraft way. I'd rather do it that way. So the ever full urn is that thing. Basically, it's an infinite water source. So all we have to do is throw a flower pot into a crucible full of aqua, fabrico, and terra. So let's go get a flower pot. Alright, I'm going to need, let's see, 10 fabrico. It's just 1 crafting table. I'm going to need some quartz slivers. We needed terra. I think there was 1 of those, and then 3 aqua. So 10 terra, 30 aqua, 10 fabrico. Yep, that looks correct. Okay, I want to do 2 crafting tables though to balance out the herba. So let's see what happens when we do all these things. Alright. There we go, an ever full urn. So basically, what this can do is if you place it near things that need to be filled from the top, it will automatically fill them. So crucibles, or maybe the Britannia altar can be done that way too. So that would be kind of neat. So let's switch that to dirt. And let's go ahead and set up my ever full urn. we'll start by emptying this, and it just has to be within 2 blocks, so I'll put it right there. And what's going to happen is it will start bringing up some water, and it will just pour the water right into the crucible. There we go. So that is the Everfull urn. Now, the other reason I want to check out this Thaumcraft update is that it has a method for reducing flux in the environment now, which it didn't before. So let's see what we can do about that. So we need to research flux, and basically what we have to do is overflow the area with flux to, let bad things happen. I don't want to do that anywhere near my base, so let's just go ahead and move somewhere kind of far away. So just gonna run off in this general direction and, go a little bit far away to make sure this flux stuff doesn't spread too close to my base. This seems like a relatively safe distance. I don't actually know what happens when you let the flux overflow. I know there's some kind of rip that spawns and it makes a taint seed, and that does bad things somehow. So haven't really done anything with that in this world or at all. So let's see what happens when we do that. So I brought a bunch of extra crafting tables. What we're going to do is we're just going to toss them all in the crucible and let the flux just overflow. So you can see there's about 14 flux in this chunk right here. So, it is spreading out from where I had it in my area. There should be, 0 by default, but I am, contaminating the world. So let's see here. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. So, yeah, we've got a ton of flux in the area now. Oh, there's one. Okay. So there is the flux rift. We scan that, and now we have let the flux overflow. Perfect. Or rather, terrible. Whatever. So we can't close them yet. We can't keep them stable. At some point, this thing spits out a seed of some kind, and we have to fight it or destroy it. It's not really clear to me right now. But we'll just leave a marker, a waypoint for this. And we'll come back and check that out later. So the research for flux cleanup is still hidden. We need to research a couple more things to be able to unlock that. So I'm going to go back to my base and we'll look into that. We need to get the, I think it's the charging station that we need to go look at. So I'm just going to go place these things back down here near my base. We won't be, doing any more stupid flux experiments right now. So we'll just put that there, let that fill up. So, okay, that should be in here. So we need to get basic oromancy, and we can get the recharge pedestal. And once we have that, we should be able to research the flux cleanup device. So let's see here. We need to get a blank lesser focus. So I guess I never did that when I got the caster's gauntlet, but that's fine. We need to throw a V crystal of order into something that has 5 Aurum, 10 Praecantatio, and 20 Vitreous. Well, Vitreous should be glass. Praecantatio is a little bit harder to come by. I actually have no idea how to get Praecantatio right now. So let's take a look in JEI and see what we can come up with. So, have there been any updates to how we might be able to get Praecantatio? I'm seeing Seals have it, Arcane Recipes, Vishroom. They only have one. I don't have very many Vishrooms. Arcane Workbenches have some. Arcane Pedestal. Salus Mundus has it. Dominomicon has 10. That might work out well enough. Alright, so to get the blank buster focus, we're going to need some Aurum, which I'm going to get from Silverwood logs. Precantatio, which you can get from a Thaumanomicon or Enchanted Books. So I'm thinking of making an enchanting table to do Enchanted Books. And then we can get the Vitreous from Glass. So let's go ahead and make an enchanting table and use that to get some Enchanted Books. So let's see here. Alright, all I'm missing is a book. Can I make one of those? I don't have any leather in here. That seems... Alright. Let's make some books. How about a stack of books? And we'll take care of that later. Alright, so with my sorting system, I can just toss these things in here. Except for my Thaumcraft stuff, obviously. Alright, have we scanned books? Yeah, we've scanned books. Okay, so let's make the enchantment table. Alright, it looks like, some higher level enchantments might get you some better things. But it seems like pretty much any enchantment will work for what we need. So we don't even need to make bookshelves right now. So I'm just going to plant this right here, stick a book in here, and oh, they've changed enchanting. Okay. Alright. It's not so random anymore, but it does require lapis now. Okay, well, let's go get some lapis. We do happen to have a lot, relatively speaking, for now. So, let's see here. Alright, that would require... Yeah, it's got 5 Precantatio. Okay, so let's get one more. Yep, there we go. So we can use those two for our Precantatio. And then let's go get some Aurum and some glass. Gonna need 4 pieces of glass. That just has Vitreous. That's nice. Alright, so there'll be 2 of these. Those will be balanced. That looks good. And the Aurum is from a Silverwood log. Then we need whatever that other thing, a V Crystal of Ordo. That is very easy to get. So let's see here. Let's grab some quartz slivers, a V Crystal of Ordo, a Silverwood log. Okay, so this should be everything we need to dump in the Crucible. Alright, there we go. I gotta say, Asmar does the most amazing animation work. His stuff is always so cool. Alright, so I scanned that before? Nope, never made one before. Alright, so now we can complete this. And let's see here. Oh, still not done yet. We need to get a focal manipulator and examine fire very closely. That should be fun. Alright, gonna need 100 V. Do we have that in this chunk? We don't. That's okay. We can go to the next chunk over, where hopefully we do have... Yeah, it's just killing my ability to do Thaumcraft stuff here. Alright, let me get my axe so I can move you. This is why I really need to get, the flux cleaned up. Alright, I'm wearing the right armor. Okay, 151V, that should be good for that. So we need to make a focal manipulator, some iron plates, arcane stone slabs on table, gold, and a V resonator. Okay, that's pretty simple. Iron plates, nether quartz. Alright, so take my iron plates. I know I needed some gold. I need some quartz. I need the V crystal, which I already have. I need a stone table, which is just stone. That's not difficult. I don't know if we've got any stone slabs, but if not, we can make them. Yeah, I probably trashed that earlier. Alright, so let's go make some stone slabs to get a stone table. Okay, it's probably those on top. Yeah, there we go. There's a stone table. And we need some gold and some nether quartz. Let's see here. Gold and nether quartz. I think that's everything. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is make the V resonator. So let's get one of those. Alright, need 43V for that. That's fine. And then we're going to use that to make a focal manipulator. And the focal manipulator requires some arcane stone and an arcane stone slab. I'm betting there's more arcane stone in here. Yep, and I need a slab. I don't think we need too much of this, so that's probably the way to make slabs. Yep, okay. Alright, gonna use 87V to make this. There we go. Alright, now that I've made the focal manipulator, to examine fire very closely. Yeah, basically that means, you know, walk into fire. Where's my flint and steel? I used it. Where's flint? Is flint in here? Yeah. Piece of iron. Flint and steel. There we go. I have felt touch of flame. Not very badly, because I've got that pyroclast pendant from Britannia. But that's okay. Alright, we've got basic oromancy, so now we can work on the recharge pedestal. Yep, that's not unlocked. And once we've unlocked that, I think we can unlock the flux cleaner thingy. Need 1 theory and oromancy. Cool. Alright. So let's see if that worked. That did not work. Wonder what I'm missing. What if I need to, like, build this thing and then scan it? Let's see. Diamonds, V resonator, gold, and some stone. I didn't scan it in my test world, so I must be missing something else that I need to get this. Well, I'm going to go try to figure out what that is, and I will be back when I do that. Alright, I figured out what I was missing. We need to get crystal farming, and to open that up, we need to scan one of those crystal clusters that are in the world. So let's see here. We need 1 of each type of crystal. That should be pretty easy. Air, not herba. Terra. Perdicio, aqua. Ignis. Orta. That looks like all of them. There we go. So now we can grow the primal crystals if we should want to do that, which I don't right now. Right now I'm just trying to open up the flux scrubber research. So on the oromancy page, that unlocks the V battery, and that's what should unlock the machine that we need. So there we go. Just going to go ahead and unlock that, and yes, that unlocks flux cleanup. So we've already got all of our theories and observation. I just need a file of Visium. So that might be difficult. So I'm sure I don't have any of that. Let's see, I think we got Vitium from what? We got it from Mycelium. So we'll have to go get some Mycelium and cook that up. So I'm going to go off camera and do that, and when I come back we will have what we need to look at this research. I know we can't build it yet because it has very high requirements for construction, but we can see what the requirements are and then make a plan to figure out what to do about that. Alright, good news and bad news. I got the flux cleanup research done. It requires 500 V in a crafting table to make one of these things, plus we need some of these flux condenser lattices before it will work. So they require 100 apiece. Now, if you're thinking there's no chunk that will have that much V, probably not. But what you can do is build one of these Workbench Chargers, and that allows you to use the V in the surrounding chunks as well. So instead of having the V from one chunk, you have the V from 9 chunks altogether. So that's how you do that. Now, this essentially smeltery, this is where all the flux, I think, was coming from, because when I was getting the Vitium Essentia, we opened a rift over here. So, how nice. I walked all the way over there to open a rift to keep it away from my base, and then I get one anyway. And there's something that it spawned, a wisp. So, we'll probably want to kill that thing. So, that's one of the things that happens from rifts. Now, they do drain flux from the environment, so, you know, I'm not going to say that they're all bad, but they're bad. But there we go. There's now 40 flux here. There used to be like 80 or so. So we're definitely doing better than we were with that. So it is draining flux to produce bad effects. So I'd like to know how to close that, but I don't know how you do that yet. There's some kind of way to close the rift, but I don't know what it is. So we'll keep looking for that, and we'll try to get rid of anything that comes out of the rift. Hopefully we won't have to worry too much about that for a while. So let's work on this Workbench Charger. I already have the theories I need. That's good. So to build one of these, we need 200 V. Wow. Gonna have to find a chunk that's relatively, you know, untainted, I think. This has like 143. I mean, I could get that, maybe close to that with my discounts, but yeah, right now that's not very likely. So, need a V resonator, some great wood planks, some iron, and the big thing is a 200 V cost. So let's get a V resonator, just an iron plate and some nether quartz. That should not be difficult. Alright, here's an iron plate, nether quartz is going to be inside. Alright. This is probably shapeless. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'm getting a 13% discount. So I'm going to need like 178 V still to make that thing. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to go hunt for a chunk where I might be able to build that. This place is close, but it's got some flux in this chunk too. Let's see what we have. We've got, yeah, 171. That won't be quite enough. I need a place that has about that much, but no flux. This might work. Okay, 229 available. That should work. So let's make a waypoint here, and I will come back to that when I have the stuff I need. So let's see here. The V resonator great wood planks. I should have brought that stuff with me. Do I happen to have it on me? No, of course not. Alright, back in a minute. Alright, so here we are, hopefully with the equipment that we need. Let me put my crystals back in here. And we need a Workbench Charger. So there we go. Yeah, 174 V for that. Alright. Now let's take this back to my normal area and see what I can get out of that. Okay, so all we have to do is shift right click this charger on here, and now you can see we've got 1,000 some V available in the surrounding chunks. So that's plenty to do the work we're trying to do. We've got about 130 in this chunk right now, and the flux seem to just go down sharply. I'm wondering if it spawned something else I'm not seeing right now. Alright, that's a good wrapping up point for today. When we come back, we'll make that flux condenser since we now actually have enough V to do that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.